Be able to live somewhere where I can look up and see the stars at any given night. The air is fresh and clean, don't smell pollution all everywhere and things like that. I mean, it just, that the second night I was here, when I looked up and saw the stars, it was like, wow. And it was over the water too. So it was like the stars over the water. You can kind of see the stars on top of the water as well. It was just so beautiful. I was like, I'm done with the city. Hello, my name is Julian Rock. I work here at Horseshoe Bay Resort as a restaurant supervising manager. I have been here for roughly 3 weeks now, so I just started, but I'm loving how everything has played out so far, especially with the housing situation.
My name is Josh Biggs. I'm the employee housing manager for Horseshoe Bay Resort. I kind of oversee the housing needs of our employees. The housing market is pretty tough right now. There's a lot of demand and not nearly enough supply. So pricing is pretty high, cost of living is pretty high, availability is very low. So people do have a tough time finding a place, and that's, again, kind of partly why we offer it. Is when people are relocating, they need to kind of get on their feet. So we'll generally provide temporarily up until they can find a place for their own.
Since it was such short notice, I didn't have time to look for a place, so they told me that they had housing either on property or off property that they have acquired for their staff. So I came up here on Monday and they literally had a place for me by Tuesday. So within a day they had my place set up, fully furnished with all the amenities. I have a washer and dryer in my apartment, and it's only 10 minutes away from work, so it works out perfectly.
The application really is just the application for employment. Once you've been given an offer letter, at that point then we could move you into our housing program. It's all shared. We advertise it as dorm style, so generally we have kind of 2 people per bedroom. I try to make it as quick and simple as I can when it comes time to sign a lease and give keys and all that sort of things.
So we have shuttle service that we will run from our various associate housing locations. For instance, we've got the apartments here at Panther Hollow, we've got condos over at Azurite by the Caprock complex, and then elsewhere around the resort property. So we run shuttles daily from those outlets to the resort periodically so that people can catch the shuttles to and from work. And then we also have shuttle service that goes from the apartment complex on Tuesday evenings and Wednesday mornings into town to go to the store, to go to H-E-B or Walmart to get your toiletries, your groceries, those types of things.
You would think that, oh, I have to be right, I'm always at work because I'm always on property, but you're not always at work. And when you're off and you walk outside, you're not seeing where you're working, you're seeing the lake, you're seeing people fishing, you're seeing piers, you're seeing nature. So it's not the same as if you were in the city and you lived right across the street from your business. And I'm spending way less in gas. Coming from Houston, you have to drive 45 minutes to an hour anywhere you go. So that being said, coming to Marble Falls, everything is so much closer, and the housing is closer, therefore I don't have to drive an hour to work every day. That cuts 2 hours of my drive time a day that I can get back to myself.
You know, we're here and we have these services available now, and they're bigger, they're growing, I should say. You know, this is just the tip of the iceberg. So it's really just getting our name out there and letting people know that we have these things available. So, you know, again, we're all about lowering that barrier to entry. If you're looking for that opportunity, this could be the place for you because, you know, we've got all of these services available now.
As far as career-wise, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to live close, but also be able to work for a company or establishment that has many opportunities for you to move up within the company. So as far as career-wise, I think if anyone's trying to progress their life and make something more than what they're doing now, I think Horseshoe Bay is a great place to start.